Oh boy. Generation 6. Probably the worst generation of Pokemon. I know I said Gen 2 was, but Gen 2. Oh boy, this generation. Um, Aegislash, really only the true S tier, I would say, these Pokemon. Huluch is S tier just because of his competition. Same thing with Zygarde complete form. He just doesn't have much to compete with. Cool Pokemon. A tier. Talonflame, definitely one of the coolest Route 1 birds. He maybe could have been S tier with these guys, but I just think there's some better Route 1 birds. Um, I don't got a lot to say about Gen 6, but Fighting Dark's kind of cool. Just stay away from fairy types. Clawitzer, I like his gimmick, but other than that, he's kind of cool. Heliolisk, I did a normal type only playthrough, and a normal electric's kind of a fun type combo. It doesn't really synergize, it just fills a niche. Cool looking Pokemon. Never really used it, just looks nice. This guy with Boom Burst can be pretty strong. You can get Super Fang on him. Pretty decent coverage. But there just happens to be a lot of other Flying Dragons that are better than him. Zygarde 50%. He's not bad, it's just he has a complete form that's better. And then Sylveon. I think it's a pretty Pokemon and one of the better fairy types in Pokemon, so that's something. I like Pixelate. Pixelate's a cool ability. Excuse me. Delphox. I know people give this Pokemon a bad rap, but I enjoyed using it in my playthrough. Psychic Fire is a fun combo. Greninja, I've never used Greninja, but he looks cool, and I imagine he makes a good HM slave. Fire Normal's a cool type combo. Nothing wrong with it. This guy, Ice Rock, possibly the worst typing in all Pokemon on defense, but cool Pokemon still. But if it had some sort of thing where if it had like Fluffy or something like that to where it resisted physical moves, it'd be better that way. It wouldn't like instantly die to like fighting ground moves. But it has the ice version of Pixelate, which is kind of neat. Refrigerate, I think it is. B tier, Xerneas and Yveltal, pretty decent cover legendaries. I've just never used them in battle before. It's kind of cool. This is my least played generation Pokemon. I've only ever played it once, to where the rest of them I've played at least probably 3 or 4 times. C tier. I like this guy's ability. Fur Coat is a good ability. Go-Goat, just middle of the road. Gudra, the worst pseudo in my opinion. Just he's pure dragon. He's kind of ugly. I wish he was dragon water type. Klefki. I used him in Ultra Sun and he was kind of fun, but he's got a great type combo going for him. Zygarde 10%. Eh. He's just kind of meh. D tier. If this guy had better stats, he'd be better. I do like ground normal, but there happens to be a better ground normal type in existence now. A lot better. For having such high base stat total, he's kind of a weak Pokemon. Dragalge does resist Fairy, but that's all he really has going for him. Trevenant is definitely a Pokemon. I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. He's kind of mediocre. Avalugg, defensive peer. Ice is not a very good defensive type, and a very high defense Pokemon does not make good use of that. F tier. Oh boy. Horribly ugly. Not a big fan of a defensive fighting grass type. I think it's kind of weird. Bad Pokemon. Ugly, 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 and then a bunch of mythicals. Yeah. Not a big fan of these Pokemon. They're really mid. Aegislash is cool. Eh, these three Pokemon right here, and maybe these two are the only ones that really stand out to me from this generation. This is really a weird Pokedex, but I get they were calming down after all the new ones in the last generation. So, on to Gen 7.